This week I've been researching GDKPs for this video. I've seen the good, the bad, the really bad, and the really, really bad, and if I'm honest, that's just been me. Before you start with GDKPs, GDKP is a pug raid using a loot system called gold DKPs. So it's a variation on the old DKP or EPGP loot systems that you used to get in guilds. They're pretty good. It just means that you're using gold to bid on the items rather than made up in guild currency. So if you're geared and you know what you're doing, you can join as a pumper. So that's someone who's basically going to be like carrying the raid. You aren't expected to have huge amounts of gold, but you do need to be able to cover the minimum bids for items that are upgrades to you. If you're ungeared, unconfident, bad, or all of the above, then you should join as a buyer. So as a buyer, you'll need to have enough gold to be able to bid on and ideally win multiple upgrades. You can't just save for your best in slot only. So when you're looking for a GDKP group, because I don't read at the speed of light, I'm going to use the looking for group tool to find one. You can also use LFG bulletin board. If you're on a slower server, then you can probably find one just using the chat channel. But the chat channels on the bigger servers go so quickly that it's a bit of a pain. So if you try and spot the groups that are almost full, check the leader on Blacklist. You should have one on your Discord for your server. And then also it's good to have a little look on their logs, see their previous raids. To be honest, a lot of them seem to grey pass anyways, but it's good to it's good to get an idea of confidence before you join. Before joining, ask a few questions, find out the minimum bids for items and check that you can actually afford them. So the difference can be huge. Some groups you'll join and for a trinket you might have a 35,000 gold minimum bid. Other groups, that same item is going to have a 25,000 gold minimum bid. So you need to make sure that you've got the minimum amount of gold. If you have any questions, then that's the point to ask them in. So if you haven't got much gold, it could be worth finding a complete shambles of a group. The group leader might log off at the end with all the gold, but you'd usually get your items. So in order for the leader to ninja the pot, he has to actually trade you items. So you could get your items for a bit cheaper, but there's a higher chance that the group will just run off with the pot. If you have the gold and you're a bit nervous, finding a good guild's off-night GDKP is a great idea. My first ever GDKP was in TBC with Clique, and I didn't know what the deal was. I had to ask them loads and loads of questions, but they were unbelievably patient with me. So that is a really, really good way of doing it. So once you're in, make sure you're sitting comfortably because it could be a long, long road waiting for your group to actually fill. Use this time to check if you need any loot add-ons, etc. And yeah, time for a cup of tea. Once you actually get there, the raid itself isn't going to be that much different from any other raid. Just watch out for any crazy raid leader shenanigans.
Never. Holy Wrath on Duds, reposition the boss, bro. Main tank, reposition the boss. Nice. Use Soulstone, Wall. Use Soulstone and Wall, bro. Go.
Oh my god, we might be
Kakvi debili, ovo je nevjerovatno. Kakvi moroni, ovo je. I don't know. It's recoverable. Go focus and play. Like, what are you doing? Why are you using mass taunting? Moron you are, bro. Using mass taunt on Duds. Idiot. I told you how to move. Moron, can you move? Can you use your mouse and keyboard, idiot?
We need to finish first up.
We need to wipe this and do it normal because dogs can't play this game, bro. Dogs can't play the game, yeah? Dogs morons. That's what you are.
Oh
yeah, that's what you are exactly, bro. Exactly. So Denzer, yeah? Good job, bro, yeah? Bravo,
I got last turn, bro.
So loot is usually done at the end of the raid all in one go. Loot is distributed in one of two ways usually. So the raid leader will link the item, tell you the minimum bid, and then that's when you start using your chat window to actually bid on it. If you haven't got much gold already, then have the minimum bid typed out, ready to press enter in chat when they link your upgrades. That way you'll have bidded on the item, but hopefully someone will outbid you. But you can't get called you can't be accused of not bidding on things, at least if you get in there really, really quick with your minimum bid. If it's the add-on that they're using, then that's pretty easy as well. You just find the items that you want, type in the minimum bid and press bid. You just need to keep an eye on it, make sure that you're not outbidded. Yeah, just keep watching it as you go. Remember, don't go crazy with gold that you can't afford. It's easy to get really carried away. I've been pretty prone to do that myself in the past. It is easy to get carried away, but try not to. There's always next week, unless of course it's something that you've been waiting for ages. And yeah, just go crazy. You can still get, like, you'll make the gold back. So yeah, I guess it's just striking a balance there. So when you win each item, you need to trade with the raid leader. You'll put your gold in and they'll put the item in. At the end of the raid then is you're going to get your cut, which is brilliant because you get some of the gold back that you've actually spent. So for all the gold gathered from everyone in the raid buying items, that's all going to be added together and you'll receive a cut of that. Standard practice on the EU is that the raid leader gets about 20% and then the rest is split evenly. Although I've heard that on NA it can be, yeah, that can be different, and I think that the raid leader cut is often standard around 5% instead of 20%. If someone makes mistakes or doesn't bid on upgrades, so like a fake buyer, then they might not get a cut at all. So to receive your cut, you should either form an orderly queue or you might just need to spam trade with the leader. Sometimes they'll tell you that they just want you to stand and wait patiently and they will go through and like trade with everyone one by one. Once you do receive your cut, it's usual just to say thank you and leave quite promptly. That's so that the leader knows who they've paid. If you're in a Tuesday night complete shambles of a group, your raid leader may unfortunately disconnect at this point. All you can really do then is just to visit your server's Discord and add them to blacklist. You can't really ticket queries from GDKPs. They don't usually get involved. So I hope you find this helpful. The next video is going to be on how to get your item level ready for the Gamma dungeons next week. And I hope you find this useful. I just said that already, sorry. If you do, please like, subscribe, and let me know in comments how your GDKPs are going. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.